Face!
Put the knife down!
Shut your mouth!
Motor 43 Central, he's just passing the scene. Hey, show me your hand! Man, what are you doing? Hey, get up. Sit up.
Hey, but take me to jail!
Sit up.
Take me to jail!
Sit up.
You mean?
Karen is slang for a middle-class entitled woman, a.k.a. who uses her white or class privilege to demand her own way. But don't be confused by this arguably misogynistic term. There are just as many male Karens out there, and it's a shame there's no slang for it.
Not getting back in that
You're
car.
not gonna hit me. I'm calling the cops. Period.
The police are here.
No, you're not.
Get on the ground.
Bro, get the f off me, bro.
Anyway, here are some of the worst male Karens who thought they could fool their way out of an arrest. They were wrong, and the confrontations caught on body cam are simply outrageous. On June 14th, 2020, a man named John Brusso entered an Arizona supermarket with a knife. Not only was he wielding a dangerous object around, but he was visibly drunk and threatening employees and other shoppers. Clearly, he was a threat to everyone around him, and a witness decided to take action.
What is the address of your emergency?
43rd Avenue, Union Hills, Asiana Market.
What's going on there?
There's a man with a knife, and he's drunk, and he's assaulting the customers.
Ma'am, is he threatening anybody with it?
Yes, he is. He hasn't threatened with the knife yet, but he is armed.
While the dispatcher quickly sent a law enforcement car to the address, she continued to ask the caller more questions about the drunk man.
Is he inside or outside with the store?
He's inside right now, and he's threatening them.
Within minutes, 2 officers arrived at the scene, but that did not faze John. In fact, he continued to make threats with his knife.
Drop the knife!
No!
Put it on the ground!
I'm gonna f you up!
Not only was John not intimidated by the officers who obviously carried firearms, but he seemed insulted by the officers demanding things from him. As he made threats to the officer, he only got himself in deeper trouble.
Put it on the ground!
Me!
Put it on the
Get out of my
ground!
face!
Uh-uh!
White!
Uh-uh!
Get your face out of
He's
here!
threatening people. I need another unit now.
What was he expecting to happen with this attitude?
Hey!
Face!
Put
Shut
the
up.
knife down!
Shut your mouth!
Put the knife down!
Shut up!
Put the knife down!
Shut
Put
up!
the knife down!
Shut up!
Put the knife down!
Shut up!
It's incredible how patient this officer was. This outrageous incident went on for almost a full minute.
Put the knife down!
Shut up!
Put the knife down!
Shut up!
Put the knife
Shut
down!
up!
I'm so serious! Put the knife down! Put the knife down! Put it on the ground!
The officer gave him more than enough warnings, but he really wanted to learn things the hard way.
No, shoot me!
Yeah!
Shoot me! I'll
Put it on the ground!
I'll kill you, you stupid little
He's following the knife.
slice your throat!
When John continued with his dark threats and started running toward her, the officer finally made the fateful move.
Shut up!
Put the knife on the ground!
Shut up!
Put the knife on the ground! 998! 998! Put the knife!
John Brusso received immediate care and pulled through. However, he was charged with aggravated assault. On June 3, 2020, a law enforcement brutality protest was taking place in Florida. Of course, law enforcement officers were at the scene just in case things got violent. Sometime into the protest, they spotted a woman named a.k.a. blocking a traffic lane. A pair of officers went over and asked her to exit her vehicle.
Get out of the car. Do you want to go to jail? Seriously? Either get out of the car or you're going to jail.
Why am I getting out of the car?
Khadijah acted like she didn't understand what she was doing wrong.
Why am I getting out of the car?
I got it. You're stopped in the middle of the roadway. You're violating a traffic violation. So at this point, you are being detained. Do you understand?
I wasn't doing anything besides
I'm not going to sit here and argue with you. I'm going to ask you to step out of the car.
Tell him to park in front.
Or we're going to remove you out of the car. Your choice. I'm trying to be nice. I have not been disrespectful. Have I?
No, but I don't think I've done anything to be detained for.
Khadijah maintained her side of the story, even though she was visibly blocking an entire traffic lane. When the officer reached to remove her from her car, she decided to roll up her window on his arm.
Hey, park the car!
Stop! Stop! Stop!
Get out of the car!
Oh my God!
Get out of the car! Put your hands behind your back.
Okay.
It's almost amusing to see these people think they can get out of such straightforward situations. Did she think that she would slice the officer's arm off, then dash away in her car with no consequences?
Put your hands behind your back.
Get out of the car!
Put your hands behind your back.
Get out! Can you put that car in park?
Put the car in park.
I didn't do anything.
Put it in the car.
Of course she didn't. Meanwhile, protesters came to the scene to see what all the fuss was about. But the more people arrived at the scene, the more noise Khadijah was making.
Relax. Okay, stay in the car. It is on the way.
What the?
Well, stay in the car.
I need to spit. I have blood in my mouth.
It's easy to see why she would be in distress, as things escalated pretty quickly from such a minor violation. But what did she think would happen if she tried to resist arrest?
We asked you to do simple stuff, and you wanted to argue and fight and give it a hard time.
Argue, so that means break my window, up my
You rolled
face,
my
and
arm.
arrest me.
You rolled my
reached
arm
into my car. That is
because
illegal.
you were not listening.
That is illegal. You do not reach into my car.
You were doing
That is
illegal.
illegal.
I'm not
I
gonna
was not
argue.
leaving. I did not evade the scene. I
You're
was
not allowed
leaving.
to just sit in your car and refuse lawful command. That is against the law.
Once again, it was a case of her word against his, at least in her eyes.
You are not the law.
Then what am I?
You are a sheriff.
Which
you are
is
a cop. You are not the law.
What is my job? To uphold the law, correct?
And
So
reaching inside my
when
car is legal.
When a
reaching
law
inside of my
enforcement
car is
officer
legal.
gives you a lawful command to exit
Okay,
your vehicle,
so you're gonna tell me
you
that
have
reaching
to.
into my car is legal.
Well, if you're
Invading my
refusing,
personal
if you're
space.
refusing to get out, at that point you are resisting me, which is a misdemeanor offense, which means
Where
you will go
is
to
the
jail.
ambulance?
Up to this point, Khadijah still thought she could argue her way out of jail. Now, it was finally dawning on her. Khadijah was driven to the hospital and treated for her injury, which resulted from the shuffle between her and the two officers. It's likely she used this as a defense, as she made it out without a charge in the end. On June 12, 2023, an officer was in front of someone's home discussing a DV incident involving her son, when the son made a dramatic entrance.
Ma'am. Is your house this one or the next one? Okay. So what's going on?
He's drunk. He's driving. He's gonna kill somebody.
Watch this moment closely.
Motor 43 Central. He's just passing the scene. Hey, show me your hands!
Not only did the son ram into the law enforcement car, but he also disregarded the officer's command. This begs the question, how did he think he was going to get out of this situation?
Show me your hands right now! Stop! Show me your hands! Signal 4 involved. He just hit my vehicle, and now he's fleeing the scene. Hey! Show me your hands right now! Show me your hands! Show me your hands! Right now!
This is a classic recipe by now. The officer says something, and the perpetrator tries to shift the blame onto the officer. Of course, the officer has every right to be on this man's property, as he is violating several laws and has just rammed into a patrol car.
Hey! Stop right now! Stop right now! You're gonna get tased! Get down on the ground right now! Get down on the ground! Down on the ground! Get down on the ground right now! Back up! Man, back up!
Sergeant, what is at my house?
What a taser point.
Sergeant, what?
Get down on the ground right now! Man, back up!
Sergeant, what is at my house without?
Get on the ground!
But the man continued to be disrespectful and simply did not want to do what the officer told him to.
Sergeant, what is at my house without?
Get on the
I don't
ground!
give a. Sergeant, what is at
Get
my
on the ground right now!
I don't give a fuck. Sergeant, what is at my house without permission?
Get on the ground
You're
right
on my
now!
property without permission. Hello? Please.
The man's mother was pleading with him to cooperate with the officer. She knew all too well that the more he talked back, the greater the charges he could face. Not only that, but he could be tased pretty bad. However, he didn't seem fazed by the officer or his mother. It was almost funny he thought he could call authorities on authorities after smashing his car into a law enforcement car.
You're not gonna hit me. I'm calling a cop. Period.
The police are here.
No, you're not.
Get
the
on the
police,
ground.
Bro. Get the fuck off me, bro.
And that's how he ended up tased.
Don't resist! Put your hands behind your fucking back! Put your hands behind your back! You're gonna get hit again!
Funnily enough, the man was still holding on to his beer, and he was not done being a Karen.
I still need your number.
Put your hands behind your fucking back!
I still need your number. I don't care. I still need your number. Sergeant, what? I'm not. I am not because he's on my property acting crazy. I need my number. I need your number. Sergeant, what?
The sergeant simply ignored him. He was doing nothing outside the law, and he didn't want any further drama from this man.
Go to jail. Doesn't matter.
Alright, stand up.
I'm not. I need your boss. Period. And now stand up.
He was charged with resisting arrest, aggravated assault, and attempting to elude. It's unclear why the DUI charge was dropped. Let's just hope he learned a lesson from this outrageous altercation. In August 2022, emergency services in Xenia received a disturbing call. A man had entered an elementary school with a dark plan.
I have a gentleman here that has trespassed into our school open house asking questions and claiming to be the parent of a daughter, and he is not.
How do we know that he is not a parent?
Because now I'm questioning him, and he's giving me names that is not a daughter. We have nobody here by that name. He gave us a different name, and now he's changing names.
This was 35-year-old Reed Duran. Doing all that the caller said he did is creepy enough, but his intentions were even more vile. He wanted to drug and snatch a girl from the school. The rest, as you can imagine, is as sinister as it gets. Luckily, the school staff caught him and he was arrested that day. After interrogating him in the parking lot, Reed confessed he had come to the school to snatch a child, but things only got more dramatic at the station. Yep, you saw that right. Reed was inside the interrogation room when he tried to jag an officer with a pen. Honestly, did he really think he could use that pen in this way and then run out of the station with no one chasing after him? Of course, he was in handcuffs in a matter of seconds.
Put your hands behind your back now. Stop. Put your hands behind your back now.
Reed even put up a fight when the officer had him face down on the floor, as if he could escape that scenario.
You kidding me right now? Put your hands behind your back now. Try to. Really? You kidding me?
The list of charges was pretty simple now for Reed Duran. Attempted kidnapping, felonious assault, and escape. He pleaded not guilty to each and every charge. For a year, Duran's attorney tried to delay his trial by ruling him not competent to stand trial. After several files, appeals, and complaints, in July 2023, a Greene County judge determined that Reed Duran is competent to stand trial. He is facing several years behind bars. The more the better, if you ask any of the parents of that elementary school's students. On July 15, 2022, a couple phoned the emergency services after seeing a young man holding a firearm and peeping into cars.
Shiny, is it dark? That's okay.
He's wearing black.
He's wearing black? Okay.
White bike or light gray.
Okay.
Did he have it tucked into his waistband, or was he holding it?
He had it in his hand when he was up here.
And he like came up here when she was on the phone, and he like set his bike down right here and started like backing out.
That's right.
And I'm like, what the hell? And then I started getting shaky, so then we both ducked down and was watching from the window, and we couldn't see him.
The couple couldn't see the perpetrator clearly, nor did they see where he went when they ducked inside their home. After all, he had a firearm, and he was ready to use it judging from the way he was holding it. They didn't want to take any chances.
He went back out, but then he came back while we were on the phone with the dispatcher.
Okay.
It didn't take more than a few hours for the officer to track down the individual the couple had described.
How's it going? Just need to talk to you.
Call for.
What's that?
I got some money to make. What's up with you?
Okay. What are you doing today?
Huh?
What are you doing in the neighborhood today? You live around here?
I'm trying to find some yards to cut. What's up with you?
Yards to cut?
Yeah.
The man claimed he was going to cycle around and offer to cut people's yards in exchange for cash. But he was feisty, with the officers completely unprompted, and that raised a few questions.
So you just thirsty. I seen you, bro. You feel me? You're not invisible. You feel me? That's all you had to
I'm
do.
not trying to be invisible.
The officer had to explain why he stopped the man.
But we got a phone call from one of the neighbors in the neighborhood saying that you were riding up into people's yards and trespassing.
Oh, no. I'm not going to do. When they say no, I'm going. You feel me? There ain't nothing wrong with asking somebody to cut their grass. You feel me? Yeah.
No, there's not.
Yeah.
What's your name, man?
My name Juan.
You got any ID on you?
Bro, no. Bro, I'm talking about, what are you trying to get my name for?
It's always a red flag when someone refuses to give out their name. It shows that they might be afraid of a background check. This man might not have known this, but he was just digging himself a deeper hole.
Because you were accused of trespassing.
That's not trespassing, man. When you ask somebody to cut their grass, that's not trespassing. When you just chilling in their yard, that's trespassing. You feel me?
Right.
I can see if I was banned from the yard or something. You feel me? No.
But he'd never asked that couple to trim their yard. They just saw him inside their yard, studying their cars and holding a firearm. Moreover, when this man saw another patrol car arrive, he tried to flee the scene. Another big red flag that triggered an outrageous chase.
But I still got the complaint. Don't go nowhere.
Get a gun!
The officers were determined to arrest this man, but they also had to make sure he did not fire at them.
Put the gun down now! Drop the gun, man! Stop running!
Finally, the man threw his weapon away.
Just toss the gun from the Myers Middle School. You're gonna cut into the cemetery.
But throwing it away into a school ground wasn't the brightest idea. Soon enough, he was apprehended in a parking lot.
Put your hands up! Get on the ground now! Get on the ground! Get on the ground! Get on your stomach! Get serious.
Get on your stomach.
Not that serious.
Get on your stomach.
Get on your stomach!
Get on your stomach, dude.
Wow. Wow. Give us your hand. Get on your stomach. If I can't breathe, I can't breathe. I'm hurt. All right, hang on. I can't breathe. Get off me, bro. I can't breathe. Get off me.
After horrific cases like George Floyd, it's crucial that officers know how to handle people with care, even when handcuffing them. But in George's case, the vile officer Derek Chauvin kept his knee on his neck for several minutes, while George pleaded with him in vain to lift his knee. In this case, there was no knee or pressure on the man's back or neck. The officer made sure he said that to the man, and possibly to the body camera, which could have come in handy later on, in case of a trial.
Hands on you. Pick me up. Pick me up. I can't breathe. Pick me up. Pick me up. I can't breathe. On your side. Come on, man. Stop doing that.
It's unclear whether this man was having a panic attack or was just trying to emulate one in order to use law enforcement brutality as defense later on.
Relax. I can't breathe. Give me up. I can't breathe. Give me off the ground.
Sit right there with double lock handcuffs.
It seemed like that was all he needed to relax and start breathing normally again. But the story does not end here.
Take a breath. Take a breath.
That's what I hate is somebody come home and be rich.
What's up, man? Stop running, man. Stop running.
I ain't saying that. Bro, come home and be rich.
He was speaking unprompted, giving out more clues into his malintentions.
Come on, bro. I can sit down 5 years for a banker. Bro, I can sit down 5 years for a banker. You overcame y'all, bro. You tripping. You tripping, bro. I'm gonna sit down for that banker. I'm gonna sit down for that banker.
He went on and on, even as the officers ignored him or asked him to calm down.
I wanna sit down for that. Y'all some y'all don't wanna see us win. I'm gonna sit down for that banker and come home. You tripping, and I'm gonna run it up. No, I wanna see me in jail anyway. They got 2 warrants.
Oh yeah, that explains why he didn't want to give out his name to the officer in the first place. If he had run a background check on him at that initial scene, he could have had him arrested on the spot for the previous warrants.
I got 2 warrants at the bank.
Stop.
All right, now you're getting the phone. 2 warrants.
Just sit in the car, bro. Hang on, search him. Search him. Search him, guys. Hang on, stand by.
What the is that, bro?
That'd be the taser I attempted to the floor. Yeah, I did.
It's understandable why this man would be apprehensive and wary of law enforcement brutality. After all, even in 2023, there have been so many cases in the United States. It's disheartening to think how little changed since the George Floyd incident. But this man really needed to be in handcuffs, and he was putting on a great show considering the officers did not do much to restrain, let alone hurt him.
Y'all are miserable. Y'all are miserable.
Alright, you just chill. Okay, listen, it's over, man. It's over. Because we gotta search you and check you out. Alright?
But even after this moment, the man continued to throw a non-stop tantrum.
Man, what are you doing? Hey, get up. Sit up. Hey, bro, take me to jail. Sit up. Take me to jail. Sit up. You mean?
It's incredible how little self-preservation this man had. It was like he was looking for extra charges at any cost.
Dude, sit up. Where my shoes at? Dude, where my shoes? Calm down. Where my shoes at? Calm down. Where my shoes in my bike?
Before he was taken to jail, as he seemed to want, the officer asked the man one last time for his name.
Hey man, what's your name? Dude, what's your name? What's your name?
The officer had no reason to get angry. One way or another, law enforcement is able to identify anyone. The man had one thing to say before he departed.
Hey, bro, you know what's crazy? Look, I thank God for you, bro. Bro, I thank God for every last one of y'all broke ass. Cause, bro, y'all don't know what the y'all did. I'm telling you, bro, you don't know what you did, bro. All you had to do was leave me alone. But y'all so racist. Y'all so racist and broke and miserable. They gonna come back and eat y'all up.
What'd we do?
Come on, y'all.
The man was associating these 3 officers with the worst side of American law enforcement, but he couldn't see his own errors.
What'd we do?
Come on, y'all up the city. Y'all know what y'all did. Bro, do y'all know what the
y'all doing?
I don't even know your
name. I'm Machiavelli. I'm Machiavelli. Look it up. No. No.
What's your
I'm about to sit down 5-10 years for this banger and come home and take over this. Okay. Do you know what the you doing, bro?
What's your name, dude? Machiavelli what?
Finally, the man was done playing pranks and decided to reveal his name.
My name is Najuan. N-I-J-A.
J-A?
J-U-A-N.
J-A-U-N?
No, J-U-A-N.
As it turns out, Nijajuan was a convicted felon, and he was very much prohibited from holding a gun. So while he threw a long tantrum, insulted the officers, and accused them of racism, he was in fact due in prison a long time ago. He was charged with resisting arrest and possession of a firearm as a felon. Hey, thanks for watching. What do you think about these incidents? Do you know any other similar stories? Let me know in a comment, and before you leave, make sure you like and subscribe. See you next time.